Hell in a Cell is 12 days away, and ever since this Monday, we've been seeing a lot of things going on as of late. First of all, I want to go real quickly, and I normally don't do this, but since we have time to do it, why not? With the Hall of Fame in TNA, I just want to go over this really quickly because honestly no one really cares about this, but the fact that Lex Luger was the one that inducted Sting was a really nice touch. Luger and Sting over the years have had a great relationship in and out of the ring, even had a few talk shows together. It just sounds weird, but this is back when they would put anything on public access, so whatever. But yeah, it was a really nice touch, and honestly, wish I could have seen more of it. But anyway, back to on topic with Hell in a Cell. And with that, honestly, there's a few matches on the card. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. But you know what? It is what it is. The one that doesn't make sense in my eyes is Randy Orton and Alberto Del Rio. This feud seems to be made like last minute, just so they can have like a filler match or something. Which it won't be filler, but it just feels that way. Because after the past few months of Alberto Del Rio facing Sheamus, which seemed like forever, we finally have him in a different match against Randy Orton, which the past few weeks has been interesting. But with Randy Orton's attitude as of late, flipping people off, other things I don't even remember. But that's the main example. I remember him flipping off a live crowd, but he was already represented with that, so that's water under the bridge. But at this point, with Randy Orton not having a lot of ring time as of late, I have to go Del Rio, just on that fact. Because sure, he's Randy Orton, he's the Apex Predator, but at the same time, you have to have that much time to show yourself. And when you did, you get knocked out by the Big Show. Several times, in fact. And the one that does make sense, the one that I have been predicting for weeks, because there's no way in hell John Cena would have been medically cleared, and I was right. And I love it when I'm right. Because we have a interesting match. But before that, I just want to go with how they did it. With CM Punk being not reprimanded by Mr. McMahon, but being forced to face Mr. McMahon in a match. And for months trying to figure out who CM Punk will face at Hell in a Cell. Or any other pay-per-view, trying to see who will be the true best in the world. With Mr. McMahon getting involved, getting in a match and actually doing some weird shit in the match, actually like jumping into a table, was just ridiculous. Oh my god, especially at his age. More power to him. And then you had the thing where Punk had an ultimatum: choose between not CM Punk, but John Cena or Ryback. And to be honest, this is weird for me saying this. And other people will hate me for it. But it's like Cena's passing the torch. But when in reality, Cena, instead of having these 3 words, feed me more, was not cleared. In my eyes, Cena was not medically cleared to begin with, so they just had this whole thing for him pushing Ryberg. When I say Ryberg, I just say Ryback, but the whole Goldberg thing. With this, I've seen this for a while brewing, and I actually wanted to have this happen at a pay-per-view. I wouldn't have thought it would have been a pay-per-view. It would probably be a match before, and then Cena comes back at Hell in a Cell or something. I don't know. But I didn't imagine it would be in the pay-per-view. So let me give you a little small thing what we're dealing with here. We have a WWE Championship match, Ryback versus CM Punk in Hell in a Cell. And to be honest, at first I'm like, this is very odd to see a guy that was once Skip Sheffield and had all the yep bullshit finally getting a match out of this new Goldberg-like persona. When in reality, Ryan Ryback Reeves has been in development for a very long time. In Tough Enough a few years ago. And of course, Skip Sheffield had the Nexus thing. He was on NXT, didn't have the Nexus thing. Then comes back as Ryberg and just destroys everyone, including the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, which I don't understand him jumping from the Intercontinental title straight to the WWE Championship, but why not? Fucking Ryberg. But seriously, this could go either way. And I'm not stressing this because sometimes I have a hard time deciding who will win. I really mean that. Because, to be honest, the undefeated Ryberg could win because of a few things. One, Hell in a Cell was in Atlanta, Georgia. Does that sound familiar? Because Bill Goldberg won the WCW Championship and was holding the United States Championship at the same time by beating Hulk Hogan in Atlanta, Georgia for those championships. It's just connecting the dots at this point. Also, Ryberg has been impressive. I think one of the only people to be still undefeated in WWE. And you put him against CM Punk, best in the world, who has an amazing, almost a year, close to a year title reign, which is unheard of as of late. That is amazing in itself. But that reign will not last forever, unfortunately. Because I feel like, in one way, Ryback will win the title, and it will end the longest reign in CM Punk's career, just short of being one of the top world title reigns. Excluding the 4-year Hulk Hogan reign, the 4+ year Bob Backlund reign, and of course the title reign that will never be challenged at all, the 8+ year Bruno Sammartino. I almost said Bob Backlund again. But Bruno Sammartino, that one will probably never happen again, and there's no one will even get close to that. So those 3 or 4 will probably be safe for a long time. But, on the other hand, if anyone could defeat the undefeated Ryberg, it is CM Punk. Just because of the fact that it's CM Punk, and to be honest, Hell in a Cell, Ryberg has not been in Hell in a Cell, CM Punk has. So he has the experience factor in that. But at the same time, there's an old saying, when you put an animal in a cage, and he's put in a corner, especially in an environment like a Hell in a Cell, you corner an animal, he's going to beat the shit out of you until he can get out of there or just destroy you. And that's what we have here. We have a bloodthirsty animal. And to be honest, the man could be fed the brass ring. He wants to be fed more. He wants people to feed him more. Well, you will have the brass ring fed to you on a silver platter. It is up to you to whether you eat it or you take it. He'll probably do both. I don't know. But what I do know is Hell in a Cell is a few weeks away, and I am really, really excited for this match. Will he be fed more? Or will the hunger finally be satisfied?